Happy holidays, hunters! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Way of the Hunter. So I've been managing to do a pretty rare thing in the game, which is actually seeming to be getting worse at it the more I play. So I'm going to try and correct that with a hard redo for myself. I'm not going to reset progress or anything for the series, but I'm going to basically go back to some tutorial stuff, which is just slowly taking my time going after animals and try to be better at it. The two mule deer that I had tried taking down the 1 week, it seemed to have been or last week I think it was, I used the wrong rifle. I think I accidentally used the scout, and I think it was Callum who actually had pretty sharp eye in catching that. Yeah, when I put it away, that's a black colored one. This one has the wood to it, so I don't think I used the correct rifle, and that's why that didn't go so well there. I've really got to be better than that. I am surprised I made that rookie of a mistake. So we're going to just keep everything we've had for the loadout. I am kind of surprised how much money we keep getting in. It's something I didn't expect it to go this smoothly for how much we'd be collecting or getting. I guess I could, Okay, you know what? I'll buy the moose collar. I do also have to look up and see how we unlock the extra calls for the collars, because it seems to be that's another, bound thing, or, you have to unlock them through the perk system. So, in fact, let me take a look at that right now. If I go to character and I look at perks... Maybe it's up here. Monster Lung, Gunslinger, Quick on the Draw, Steady Hands. There's a Strategist. Second level calls, third level calls. Okay, so these are the way to, get it up. So what you basically have to do is call an animal in towards you, take it down, sell that, and it counts towards these two perks here, which will unlock you better calls. So that's what I'll have to work at. But I think I'm going to try starting us off with a new morning and just see how I do. Ooh, let's rest and let that go through. I'm not going to focus or work at any objectives. I'm just going to head out with my things, see if I can do a little bit better than I have been, and just get some animals actually taken down. I think at this point that is the big mainstay I should keep trying for, is making sure I actually can take down anything I see out there. It always seems like one little thing or multiple things I seem to miss out on doing, and that really bites me, afterwards. Let me see. Okay, H is our headlight, so... yeah, I'll keep it on for now. I think if I were to put the video up without the headlight on, I don't know if you guys would see much of anything. The quality still is... Well, YouTube is still pretty bad with anything dark video-wise, and it gets really blocky and chunky, but... I know my videos are still below the codec I would like for them, so they come out pretty rough as well. I think actually, that's one thing if you ever are going to look at YouTube is being very careful of is checking out bit rates and stuff like that for when you're doing your videos, because YouTube is going to compress them down no matter what they are. So you almost want to have, say... I'm trying to remember what the advice was that I kind of researched. I know I didn't follow it for a little while for, one of the series I did, which I think was Monster Hunter World. A lot of those videos, I think, are to a point where they're barely watchable, if watchable, and that's completely on me, because I forgot to both double-check them after YouTube put them through. It can be a little bit harsh trying to learn all the systems for it at a time. Thankfully, there's a lot of tutorials out there to be able to help and... piece stuff together. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I don't need the headlamp anymore. Maybe what I'll do... Yeah, we'll try to get out to the hunting stand there. Show their need zones. We might spot them either feeding or resting right now. I can see about doing something there. I gotta remember, 2 is for big game, 1 is for small game. I can remember that. We should be pretty good for, actually... getting a little bit back on track for hunting. With how there is, the, persistent animal spawns, I would like to try to go for the animals we have wounded already and put them down, but I don't know if there'll be any indication, they're the ones that I've already wounded, unless there's, a limp to their walk or something. Yeah, so let me just get up here. I'll take a little bit of a look around. And I can see what we want to do next. Okay, let's climb our way up. I don't know if there is anything in the area, because I haven't really picked up anything way up with the hunter sense. And I'm probably going to keep the default difficulty that I have on. Apparently there are 5 different levels. I think default you start on like the 2nd or 3rd. I don't know for certain. I figure right now is a good difficulty where it's still a bit of a challenge for me to get things right. So I can learn and improve a little bit more, and then if I feel like it's getting too easy, I can step it up to the next level. Yeah, you know what? I do not see anything kind of in their usual areas right now. There are some pheasants out, but I don't think I want to go for them. I may actually just keep working my way south. Okay, so there's that one there. Actually, you know what? Let me activate that. I don't actually know if there's been anywhere I've seen... Yeah, so I don't know if I just have to find different drinking zones, and that's what'll count towards this or not, but... Oh, I didn't even realize that we have, like, little badger dens here. Possibly an eating zone for something. Yes, we got some badger dens here, but I haven't heard anything, like, coming out of them. I don't know if they're more nocturnal. And that's when we'd have them, like, active. Actually, I should check that. We do have the encyclopedia, which is pretty handy for stuff. American badger. Actually, looks like they mostly sleep in that. A bit of drinking in the morning and sleep through. So I don't know if they would go over there for, like, try and get a drink, but... not really hearing or seeing anything yet. I'm gonna head down just to inspect these little dens and that. I don't think I've actually collected them yet on the map, so it doesn't hurt just to make sure we have them registered. Yeah, see, I'm not going to go after the pheasants. I probably want a shotgun for that. Okay, so they rarely rest here. This is like a little rest zone for them. And a few badger tracks as well. Pheasants eating by here. I tried going north last week, and it didn't super give us like a lot of opportunities or chances, so maybe I'll try working south instead. Just keep down this way and see if anything might be like in our way. Yeah, if I get to the road there, that might help a bit. Though I thought there was... okay, maybe I'm too far up from where I'm thinking. Yeah, see, there's just the pheasants. Actually, if I wanted to really work again the call stuff done, probably be a good idea to go after birds. Okay, yeah, so we do have a fair ways out, but I can always get to a little bit of a better spot and take a look. The wind might give us a way for them, but maybe if I go a little bit wider and slowly approach, that'll help us get a sighting. Okay, the binoculars picked up a mule deer for a second. I think it was actually a 2-star. Yeah, see, binoculars are just getting something in there. But I don't have... ooh, there's, okay, so there's the back end of a female. So they're hiding back in the trees a bit. I could try calling them out, but I think I'd only bring the does out, and I don't know if the males would follow. I can give it a moment or two and then see. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to get up close to the bushes because I don't know how well the camouflage system does work in the game because unlike Call of the Wild where you can have like the little indicator for how visible or hidden you are, you don't really have much of that for Way of the Hunter, which is still, I think, a better thing. Okay, more badger tracks. I'm just going to go slow. I heard something nearby us for a second there. Yeah, the pheasants are just making their calls still there. Okay, so we got her coming out. Looks like she might be on her own, though. I don't see anybody else following or tagging along with her. I think that was actually a little call back from her. Now, one thing, I think it actually stays in the bottom right there, is after you've done a call, as long as you still have that window of time to respond in it, I think that little symbol keeps flashing down there. See, I've got her coming in, but I don't really want her. I was hoping more so maybe... Oh, and of course there's badgers out over that way. I was hoping maybe a buck or something would follow along. Oh! Okay, there's another doe. They're not super far out either, but it's just that I cannot seem to... And there's a badger going in between all the deer. I think they're even looking over there like, what's going on? What the hell was that? Was that a badger, or was that something... I swear, that sounds... I almost want to say, like, cat-like. Okay, well, let me keep an eye on these three. God, they got the creepy, like, unison march, don't they? See, all the does are coming in. But I do not see a good opportunity for a buck yet. So I'm thinking maybe the does do stick mostly to following the bucks. And if these ones do wander off, the bucks just don't really care. Though that is kind of neat to see. It seems like if one calls out, they'll all look towards the one that did make the call. It's like, that's a neat little bit of behavior. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to let them just wander a bit. Okay, you're going off that way for something. Oh, you're both trekking off more. Okay, now we got some movement. There's quite a few females there. Again, haven't seen... Oh, hello. Oh. Okay, you know what? Let's be slow, because there is one there. It is a mature male. Make sure we get the right weapon out. Okay, I think I have the 0 too high right now. Yeah, he's not even not even 100 out, so let's make sure we correct. There we go. Now, if we just can get a better angle on him, I think we are going to be good to actually get a one of our nicest animals yet. I don't want to shoot him right up the butt, but I don't know if I'll be able to, like, turn him around. I don't want to go for the head. He's like in a prime spot. It's just that the angle on his body is terrible for me. I don't feel like she's picked us up. I think she's just looking around, like, trying to see what's going on. Is that another one there? It is. It's just the 1 star. It's almost like I'm being mooned by the deer. Like, the 2 that I would like to get or try for, and they both got their back ends right to me. Okay, that's the correct weapon. Now, something interesting... Again, I don't know what the heck that is. I don't know if that's like the badgers or something else. One thing that does seem a little odd is... See, I'm not getting the bit of yellow numbers to kind of say, like, how the shot would be if it hit. Because the energy is not giving me that bit to know. Well, this should be a tier 6 weapon, I think. God, now I have myself second-guessing so much. Yeah, this is hunting tier 6, so this should be able to put them down. It's just that, again, I have terrible angles on them. And I could try for a headshot there. Yeah, I'm going to take it, just because it was far better than the other one that... I don't know how it would have been. But we're going to give them a little bit of a chance. I'm hoping maybe this will push them up north, and because the wind keeps blowing... Actually, no, if they go that way, the wind might be able to be worked in my favor a little bit better. But at least there's one animal successfully down. I don't know how the score is going to reflect given I took it with a headshot. It's something you try not to do or use, but most hunting I've been recommended for deer or that is always to try to go for lungs or heart. It's never been so much to take a headshot. So it could impact, like, the integrity of the trophy or that. We'll have to see once we get up to it. But then I don't know where that group could have gone, so we might be able to just slowly figure out where they went. Now, we just got mule deer tracks and that. I will pick up this little need zone. I think this is just like a feed zone, or eating for them. Nope, pheasant. Odd, but not too unexpected. Okay, let's take a look at you. Oh, take water sounds, drinking zones. That seems to be all. Yeah, see, that went mostly through an artery. God, I wasn't even like actual... If I was higher up, I could have hit the brain. And it's only 42%, so I don't think that's too bad for like, oh, trophy rating wasted. I think it is because I shot the head. Yeah, I could still sell it for a little bit of funds, but if we want to actually have trophy rating, we've got to hit the vital organs. Okay, actually, this is probably like the need zone for the deer now back here, because there's a lot of it. Again, there is some... It's got to be the badgers, but I don't see or like even have them coming up on our hunter sense for like all the noise they're making. Oh, hang on. Okay. Somewhere over this way. Looks like it might be on the other side of the river. I don't have any visuals on it, but I could try going for a badger as well. If I am really trying to go back to my most basics of basics. That is the very first animal they want you to try going after. I just can't actually see. Oh. Okay, yeah, it's definitely on the other side of the river there. Must be hidden within that little bit of bush. But I don't think I have any way of bringing it out. Unless... Let me check my inventory. We do have a predator collar. American badger. We might be able to actually pull this one out. Although... I feel like the text is a little misleading here. Like, if I want to take a better look at that, because this says it pulls out hairs. Okay, I have to get the secondary call in order to actually... So I'm not going to be able to pull it out with this. Shoot. I'm thinking that's going to be a big objective I should start working. God, what kind of gibberish was that? Okay, well, it's our badger we're trying to get a look at. See, there are a few of them over there. It's just that I cannot see them for the life of me. Yeah, I've got to work at getting this other calls opened up, because I think those will help a fair bit. Just trying for everything. We can't right now, we can't call bucks in, we can't call predators in. I have to just work at bird calls and probably going after more ducks. That seems to be just the gist of it right now. And yeah, I cannot see the badgers at all. I guess just because they're so low to the ground. Okay, no, let me start taking a look back this way. So we might be able to get a visual to some of the deer from earlier. And if we're lucky, that 2-star buck that we saw might still be around. It is mature, so there's no harm in taking it. I just want to try to get it. Yeah, there's a mule deer out there. I can just see her there. Looks like she might be on her own, though. I don't see any other shapes kind of like her tucked in back there. So I'm going to go for a little bit and just see if I can spot her. Yeah, Lord. I mean, I guess it doesn't make sense. Badgers, I'm pretty sure, are related to wolverines, and that kind of is what the sound reminds me of. Just like a angry little... maybe not little, because wolverines are fairly sized animals, but... weaselish sort of angry snarling. I'm just going to crouch along the road a little bit further and see. Good news is we have gotten one animal, which is probably a new record for the past few weeks. God, I definitely need to improve. I think I've got to try to do... No. Okay, we are picking up sound over there. It might just be the one that we spotted before. Yeah, I can kind of see her in there. Just hoping she wouldn't be on her own, but it looks like she is. Nope. There we go. Trying. Okay, we've got a few up here. See, I have no way of calling them in, so... Oh, and... What way am I facing? Of course, the wind is, like, directly bad for us. God, everything is starting to go off, because that's, I'm pretty sure, Red Fox screaming pretty frequently. Yeah, even with, like, knowing the bucks are up here, I don't have the caller option open up to actually bring them into me. So I think what I'll do is go for a little bit longer, try to get a second animal here. But then I'm going to have to stop by the cabin and definitely pick up the duck collars. See if maybe I can use those and just get a few more animals lured in. Because I think once I can have that in my toolkit to be able to pull them out from where they are, that's going to help a fair bit. Right now, I'm kind of stuck operating a lot on their terms. Okay, that's a lot of sound picking up, and I wonder if it's just like... that one doe that was back there maybe getting wind of me and running off. See, I don't see anything right now. I'm going to go a bit slower. We do have an animal path here. Yeah, more mule deer tracks. I prefer not to have to, like, go after the mule deer does, but they are going to count towards the total I'd want for getting the perks opened. I was kind of hoping I would have heard a little bit more from the bucks that were calling out. Because that was just from up over here, I thought. Oh, there's a few oh, okay, slow down. Now that's an... They eat there often. There we go. We've got some shapes visible. Okay, looks like this might be a different herd, because I think we've got 2 male bucks in there. Now, we got one right there. Okay, there's so much foliage in the way, I can't really tell. I think they're not in the path of the wind yet. Okay, now it looks like there's possibly 2 bucks. There's another maybe right there. Just going to stop moving and give them a little bit of time. Oh, there's another one. The 1-star adult male. Another 1-star male. I'm just going to stay still for a little bit. It looks like they're still calm. They might pick me up a little bit from the scent. Another 1-star male. Okay, it looks like that's all that's really there. And they are kind of walking back and forth, so they're keeping my eye on me. That's the right weapon. I'm thinking I'll go for him, perhaps. Or maybe him, depending on... Okay, I think that instantly put him down. There we go. Okay, so I think that's going to be my approach for next episode. Is I'm going to harvest this guy, head back to the lodge or the ranch, whatever you want to call it. Switch out for like bird gear, try to pick up even the pheasant callers and spend some time trying to unlock the other calls. Because I feel like if I can get that in my toolkit, I can pull a lot of things I'm seeing out in the bush and that towards us. So instead of me having to carefully approach, I can bring them in and just stay low and hidden for it. But, oh, actually, you know what? I want to go check this trophy, because one of the things, the other one said wasted, and I don't know if it's because, like, we use too powerful a weapon, or how that is. I'm pretty sure it... Yeah, it did drop instantly from using this, so... Let me stand us up and go check this one, and see if that's another wasted trophy, and give us an idea how everything operates. Yeah, this is probably... Oh, urine analysis. No, you just dropped instantly from that. Let's take a look. A little further back than I should have been aiming, but I think it still counts as the lung. Yeah, left and right lung there. So I basically want to aim, I'd probably say right above where the leg meets the body. At least that's kind of how it seems to be. And it'll keep you pretty good in the lungs. It did give me the 1-star rating, so I guess it was because I aimed for the head area. Yeah, so if you guys are trying for animals, and you want to make sure you get trophies, nothing above the neck area, really. You want to be aiming for down here where all the pretty colors are. That's going to give you your trophy ratings and still be everything there. So we'll sell that off. I'll make the fast travel right now. And just make sure I can pick up the pheasant collar. Because I'm not going to say I did... I think I did okay this episode. I was much more slower, much more careful on the approach and everything. So that way I didn't screw up as badly. But there's still definitely some things where I could see easily... Oh wait, is there no pheasant collar? Oh, nuts. There's not. Okay, that's going to be a little bit tricky. Although I could try going for elk, because it will work on males. I think that'll be a good one to work at. The duck might not be bad to keep or use. The predator, there's no point in it right now. I mean, maybe if I can find an area that does have snowshoe hare, it'd be useful. But I don't yet, so no point in that. Wouldn't even say to want to be using that so much. And I guess I shouldn't rule out that I can take down females. It's maybe I'm thinking too much like the Hunter, where they don't really give you anything. But at least for now, we can say we got a couple of things hunted. It wasn't a complete bust on my end, and we can improve with more time. So thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Way of the Hunter. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I do see you in the next video, hunters and survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, happy hunting, and happy holidays.